And so ends a week full of turmoil.
You can say that again.
If only the Angels hadn't lost to the White Sox. That would have made it perfect.
I guess you can't have it all, Frank.
They're playing each other again tonight. Should I change the bet?
Sorry, Frank, but I really don't care about sports or gambling.
Meredith, no problem. I'll stop talking about it. Or I'll try at least. Have a great weekend, Meredith. Oh, wait, this was your last day. I totally forgot to tell you, but they still haven't found someone else for the job. So I guess you can have it if you want.
Okay.
Are you serious?
Of course. And it's a great job. You know what? Think about it and let me know Monday morning when you return your stuff. I gotta run now. The Red Sox are playing the Yankees.
Hello?
Hi, Meredith.
Ach, schon wieder
It's your
dieser
dad
schreckliche
again.
Pulli.
How was your time in the mail delivery business?
Oh, hi, Dad. Well, I actually really loved it.
Awesome. Maybe you should just keep doing it. Worked out well for me.
Actually, it seems like they haven't filled the vacancy yet.
They haven't? Well, you know what I'd do. Oh, hold on, Meredith.
Let me guess. Mom wants to talk to me?
Hi, Meredith. Sorry to butt in, but you're thinking about staying in Providence Oaks?
Hi, Mom. I'm not sure, to be honest.
What are you not sure about, dear? Are other people involved? You know, any interesting ones, perhaps?
Well, there are some interesting developments, yes.
Oh, there are? But are they really interesting enough to give up your entire career? I really think you need to think long and hard on it. Oh, hold on.
I have a suspicion Dad wants to talk to me.
Meredith, I just wanted to say, you need to clean the lint filter on the dryer every once in a while. If you never do that, it could burn the house down.
No problem, Dad. I'll make sure to do that.
Great, thanks. I sometimes suddenly worry about things like that in the middle of the night. And it's not about the dryer, of course. I want you to be safe. And I'm sure you'll be okay.
I'll be fine. Don't lose sleep over me.
Okay, Em. Take care. I gotta go. We're running out of coins again. Bye!
Was würden die Leute heutzutage ohne Handy machen? Ach ja, nicht
I
schreiben.
hope you don't think I'm a cheapskate for having dinner here. There aren't a lot of other restaurants around, and I'm pretty sure their food isn't better than Moe's.
Erstmal dichter gemacht.
Don't worry about it, Robert. I love it here.
Thanks, Meredith. You're such a kind person.
Good evening, you two beautiful people. Ready to order?
Ladies first.
Hi, Maureen.
Saftiges Tier. Nein.
It's hard to pass up a juicy T-bone steak.
Excellent choice, Meredith. What would you like to wash it down with?
I think I'll have a...
Wo ist der Whisky? Wo ist der Whisky? Ja, okay, dann eben das Bier.
Beer. Gotcha. Robert?
The usual for me, Maureen.
All right, Robert. T-bone steak and a beer. Doesn't get any more lumberjack than that. Be right back, folks. Ashley, get the steaks out.
Maureen's the best. Did you hear about the open mic night she's organizing?
Yeah. Are you going?
I wish I could go, especially since I heard that Jack's gonna do a thing.
Jack? What's he gonna do? Give a lecture about potatoes?
Believe it or not, he's a very good ballet dancer.
Jack? Really?
No, he's into comedy. Would have loved to have heckled him. Oh well, this is a good week anyhow.
Because you're sitting here with me?
Alrighty, here are your beverages, folks. I'm afraid food might take a little longer, as a certain kitchen helper thought the freezer was a good place for storing steaks. I really should get one of those microwave ovens to defrost them.
You seem a little stressed. Is it the upcoming open mic?
Why should I be stressed about that? It's going to be lovely. And you better be there, Robert Harris.
Maureen, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I won't be able to make it.
I did not just hear you say that, young... Oh, by the way, Meredith, I need to steal him for 2 minutes. He needs to check on some wiring for me.
Excuse me, Meredith. This is Maureen's jurisdiction. Have to obey the law. That tasted so good. Thanks, Maureen, for the fantastic blueberry pie.
Easy, der war.
Welcome. It's my way
Oh,
of
ja, guck
making
mal,
up
ich
for
krieg das Zeug
stealing
nicht.
you away from Meredith. I swear, she can give quite the stink eye if she wants, can't you, hon?
Oh boy, the world would be boring without her. Speaking
Ja, da
of,
hat sie
are you
wegteleportiert.
gonna miss your daily delivery round?
Aber ich konnte den letzten Satz von ihm nicht lesen. Also,
It depends on who's on the round.
No. Anyone in particular you don't like?
It's not right to gossip. But Nancy Carlisle drains all the life energy out of me.
I hear what you're saying. I also don't stick around for small talk at the store. Oh well, small towns. Can't like everyone. Can't avoid them either.
Have you always lived in a small town?
Yeah, Providence Oaks is my second one. After my divorce, I had to move away from the first one. Everything and everyone reminded me of her.
And how are you now? Have you gotten over it?
But maybe I shouldn't bother you with the innermost feelings of a lumberjack.
Mann, ey, so häufig am Tannenbaum gerieben oder was? Hat zu viel Harz gestuppert, definitiv.
Robert,
Ah!
sorry to break up your conversation, but we're closing up early tonight. Gotta set up some stuff for the open mic night, and I can't use any peeping eyes.
Oh, okay, Maureen. No problem.
Let me get the check for you, so I can leave you two to your lovely evening.
Can you put it on my tab, Maureen?
Anything for you, darling?
Thanks, Robert.
Don't mention it. You've helped me out so much. This is nothing compared to that. Now let's get going before Maureen gets her broom out. Meredith, thanks again for your help. I'm not sure what would have happened if you hadn't come here for your mail delivery vacation.
You're welcome, Robert. I was happy to help you out.
A little help goes a long way. Hope to see you around again.
You too, Robert. Take care. but you're not leaving without a hug.
Anyway, I love this town. You know I do. So, I'm dedicating my last jokes to specific people here tonight. The first one's for Maureen. A guy walks into a bar, and dozens of slabs of meat are hanging from the ceiling. So he asks the bartender, "What's up with the hanging meat up there, man?" So the bartender says, "You're new here. Well, we like to play a game here. If you can jump up and slap a steak, the house will pay for your drinks all night. However, if you miss, you have to pay everyone else's bar tab. So, want to give it a go?" "Nah," says the man. "Those stakes are too high." This one's for our own newcomer, Meredith Weiss. So, a woman's driving down the freeway, but all of a sudden, she hears a local news bulletin warning drivers on the very freeway she's on. They're saying, "Please be advised of this very dangerous situation of a car going the wrong way." So the woman says to herself, "One car? Why, there's dozens."
Well, folks, wasn't that special? Now, let me know if any of you have any jokes about Jack, you hear? It's an open mic after all. It's actually time for a little break right now. So come on up to the bar for some of our finest concessions. We'll continue shortly.
Mildred, how are you? And how are the cats?
Fine on both counts, dear. Thank you for asking. So, do you like the hair?
Looking fine as always.
Thank you, dear. Pity it's quite the waste of time and money, seeing as how I can't stay for long.
Really? What's the rush?
You see, my son decided to drop by, unannounced, and he's staying the whole weekend.
Oh, that's wonderful news.
All right, well, anyway, take care, dear. Now, where did he park the car?
Yes, it's me, Matt Kearney, in an egg brace. Real funny, huh?
Hast du beim Spielen versagt und mit dem Kopf gegen den Monitor geschlagen und das ein paar Mal zu oft?
I must admit it's at least a little
Nackenversteifung, ja,
What
ja.
happened?
Well, I was
Auch
about
gut.
to send the final boss, the afterlife, but then the computer crashed. I kicked my foot out in anger and fell from my chair, and now I'm here looking like a loser.
I'm sure you'll beat the game one day. Don't give up on the dream.
I can't play like this, but I'm going to work out a strategy in the meantime.
Weißt du, selbst damit könnte ich zocken.
Guess who?
Jack Burton?
Aw, now I'm going to be a disappointment. It's just me.
Even better. Though I never would have guessed.
So, what have I missed?
Not much. Jack just did some comedy. But the final act is supposed to be the real showstopper. At least that's what Maureen tells me.
Really? Well, then I guess I arrived just in time.
So, how have you been? Thanks for the note. It was very sweet.
I meant every word, babe. So, have you...
Hey, Angie. Hey, Meredith. Sorry to pop in like this, but I just wanted to inform you I fixed everything on the RV. She's got a new radio, I replaced some wiring, adjusted windshield wiper speed. The Hermit Shell is ready to go.
That's great, Lori. Thanks. I'm sure it's like she's brand new.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but you'll see. Gotta go later.
An RV, huh?
Oh, it's kind of a long story. You know Mickey and June?
The hiker couple,
long
right?
story short, I've somehow gained possession of their vehicle of choice, which, as Miss Young just described, is a perfectly adequate RV that I'm gonna use to motor right out of this sad little town.
Really? Good for you.
Absolutely. Come with me. I mean it. Leave this sad old town behind and go wherever we want to go. Free spirits, the way Mickey and June intended.
Ja, und sich immer zudrücken. Ich weiß leider nicht, was man als nächstes antworten kann.
Well, you are a good kisser.
There's plenty more where that came from. But at some point, you've got to give me a definite answer. You get that, right?
Look alive, folks. It's time for the final act. It's a doozy.
Saved by the bell, babe. I got stuff to do anyway.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Dear people, none other than our own Kay Evans
Wir haben den Abend nicht
will
versaut.
perform next. She has been writing songs since she was a little girl, and I cannot say how thrilled I am to host her first performance of hopefully many to come. I am so proud of you, honey. Please put your hands together for Kay, everyone!
Wie männlich?
Darling, this does not happen a lot, but you have left me speechless. That was Kay,
Warum redest du
people.
noch?
Another round of applause.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't leave when Reynolds started his nonsense. This kid can sing.
Oh, hi, Mr. Mackey. Yeah, she's awesome.
Well, it's good to see someone flourish, but I'd rather be home right now.
Isn't it fun to step out every once in a while?
Smoking a pipe and reading a proper book is the only acceptable way to spend a Sunday evening in September.
Bert, thank you so much for coming. I know you'd rather be somewhere else right now.
That's okay, kid. I don't regret it one bit. You did great. But ladies, if you'll excuse me, I'm out of here.
Good night, Bert. Thanks again.
And now for an announcement. I'm serious, so hush now. Now, you all know that Kay has been working here at the diner for quite a while now. In fact, she was my anchor after Stan left us. And I think the time has come to formally announce right here that I will put your name above the door of this place, honey, where it belongs. Kay's place. Okay, we haven't settled on a name yet, but there you go. Another round of applause. And have some drinks with us.
Whiskey.
Kay's place, huh? Congratulations! That was quite a surprise.
Yeah, I told you. Mo asked me like a gazillion times, right? Kind of felt right this time. We haven't hashed out any details, as you might have noticed. But it feels good, you know?
How did it feel to be up there?
Oh, it was so great to be performing again. It felt amazing. I'm all over the place right now. It was such a rush. I will definitely be doing that again. If they let me, of course.
That was amazing.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Em. It felt amazing. I was so super nervous, you know? Like, shaking and all that. I'm so glad it went well.
I am so proud of you, Kay. You really have made a great life here.
Thanks, Em. I'd like to think so. Big day tomorrow, right? You know what you're going to do?
Honestly? Well...
Wait, I'm not good at this stuff, so I just want to say it was good to have you back these past weeks, Em. Really good. You just do what you feel you have to do. I'm just glad we reconnected. Promise you'll keep in touch, whatever the outcome, yeah?
Of course.
And remember, time marches on.
See ya, Kay. Thanks. For everything.
My lovely people, the time has come for the open mic part of the evening to end. Ashley was going to do a ventriloquist bit next, but I just heard his hand back in his cabin. Let me thank you again for joining us, and there's plenty of food and drink to go around. I sure do hope they're keeping things proper in there while I'm taking a breather. So, you had fun?
I loved it. Jack was great.
Good. Honestly, when Jack started telling those jokes, I didn't know whether to suck him one or laugh out loud, you know? That man is something, all right. And what about Kay, huh?
She was amazing.
You said it. Oh, that girl is so talented. Oh, I'd give my big toe to be able to do what she does behind a keyboard. Oh, sheesh.
I'm still thinking about your news about handing over the diner. Kay's place, huh? That was quite the bombshell.
That's my style. I've mentioned it to Kay, yes, many times since Stan died. She probably thought I was joking half the time. Honestly, I just want to give her the option. It's hers whenever she wants it. And if she doesn't, that's fine too.
Yeah, but how do you make a choice like that if you don't even know what your own situation will end up looking like?
Something on your mind, hon?
I don't know. I'm feeling a bit weird about tomorrow.
How did things end up with Kay? You could tell me to mind my own, of course. It's just that girl is like a daughter to me.
We talked, yeah. We really reconnected, and I'm happy we did.
Listen, you're two grown women, and if that's the choice you two ended up on, I can only respect that. Speaking of choices, you've got a big day in the morning, don't you? Know what you're gonna do yet? Stick around? Move back?
Honestly, no clue at all.
Sounds like you're feeling a lot of pressure.
I just wish things were a bit more clear.
You know what I've found? Screw clarity. You don't need clarity to make choices.
How so?
I swear, people these days seem to think that because they can calculate and approximate, they can clear up the secret to existence. Like life's a game you can win or lose. Pretending you know exactly where future you wants to end up. And plotting that out for the rest of your life? I'd almost say that's arrogant. Not to mention boring. The beauty is in not knowing, if you ask me.
But how do you live your life then?
Want to know my advice? You take that one first step and see where it leads you. You can never truly predict the one that comes after, and whatever path you take will come with its ups and downs. There will always be joy, and there will always be regret. But that's something to be thankful for. That's what makes life yours, doesn't it?
Thanks, Maureen. It makes sense.
You'll be all right, hon. You just keep checking what feels right. And if not, just take that first step, you hear?
Maureen? Thanks for everything.
I best get back inside. You take care now, Meredith Weiss.
Take care, Maureen.